Hi everyone, it's Lori from Enchanted Dream 71 and welcome to my craft room. I hope you're all happy, healthy, and blessed, and I want to thank you for coming over and showing my channel some support. So today I wanted to do an Etsy shop share and then another share just to show you something that I had did with some paper thingies. Note cards, thingies that I have found many moons ago. As I told you guys several times, I'm trying to use up a lot of the paper and various things that I have around here that I have picked up at thrift stores or estate sales. Yeah, something's wrong with my brain today. So first we are going to do some digital shares. And this first one is, I believe this is the first time I have purchased from her shop, but these are absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So this is from Clemens Crafts, and this is Vanessa, and this is Antique French Ledger. Gorgeous. And I did find like boxes of, I think like 3 or 4 boxes of cotton linen paper. I believe it's a Southworth in my stash when I had cleaned out from up under some stuff. Found boxes and boxes of paper. So that's what I decided to print these on, and they are absolutely gorgeous. So she does have a horizontal and a vertical. So I took and went ahead and backed them. So all of these are hers. I just set that over there. But absolutely gorgeous. And they printed out so nicely on this linen paper. Because this cotton linen paper, you can actually feel the fibers in it. I'm not sure. Yep. Can you see that right there? All these little lines. All those fibers and stuff in this paper. Whoa, I about missed my chair. Okay. I slid back about 10 feet. Let me slide back up. But yeah, I thought these were just absolutely gorgeous. So I just went ahead and printed them on front and back. That way, you know, I will have them to use in various journals. So you've got some that's more of that sepia tone, and then some that's more, you know, brighter white looking color. But I mean, they are all gorgeous. I mean, look at this writing. Absolutely awesome. Yep, love these a lot. And I didn't really pay attention to what I backed it with. I just counted how many sheets in the digital she had. And let's say if there was 8, then I printed 4, flipped them over, and printed the other 4 on the other side. Just as an example, because, of course, there's more than that here. This is 1916. But these are all just absolutely gorgeous. And then this one, I didn't have another one, so I just printed it the same on front and back. And then these are the portrait style ones. Not sure if you can see all that, but yep. So you've got that one. Absolutely gorgeous. Love these. And then we have this one. So we had more landscape than portrait, but those will still be good. And then we had this one. Now those I printed borderless. This one I couldn't get to do that, so I just backed it with one of my coffee dyed sheets. So this right here is Antique French Ledger, and this is from Vanessa at Clemens Crafts. Absolutely gorgeous. Didn't, you know, last few days or longer than that, really. Hadn't felt up to doing too much, so I just sat at took my computer to my printer and just did some printing. Now this one right here is from Tracy at Love Junk Journals. I think this is one of her newer ones. And this is French Blue Scraps Documents. And these I actually printed on that sugarcane paper that I have because of the documents. But I did decide to go ahead and back them. Again, they're all back the same with my sheet of my coffee dyed. So I thought these would be great to, which she's already got them good and grungy for you. But just little things to, you know, fold and rip and make a little bit more grungy to stick in pockets. These are so pretty. I think there's another kit of hers I had gotten as well, but I have not printed it out yet. Absolutely gorgeous. Which pretty much everything that Tracy does is gorgeous. I hope you guys can see them okay. So, you get quite a few pages here of all sorts. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? She does have a new one out that I hadn't got. I think I've got it in my cart, but I haven't pushed the button yet. I need to get that done today. She actually did a video on it. So, yeah, I would like to go on over there and get that one. And she has some more papers that's called French Blue. But I didn't get those. I just got those. So these are the French Blue Scraps from Tracy Fox at Love Junk Journals on Etsy, of course. Okay. This back in here. Still have to be careful with my hand. It is early Wednesday morning, and of course, you know, in true Lori fashion, I have to do a video when I should be getting ready to go. My feet are still really, really swollen past my knees, so I did call yesterday and make an appointment to go to the doctor, see if he can help me out. This right here is from Steve at Golden Maid. I've shown some of his digitals before. And this right here is actually 3 different kits. The first one is green collage backgrounds. Did I do the mixed media? Okay. So I did not print out the mixed media one, but I will. And then we have vintage people. So this one is the green collage. And again, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Again, I just did these front and back because you get a lot of pages. So this right here can actually be, you know, a journal on its own. Put you some green dyed papers and coffee dyed papers with it. Look at the butterfly. So gorgeous. Absolutely love these. Got the buttons and a feather flower there. I do love his papers. Have a little book here and the script. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And I love, love, love this color of green as well. I'll probably do another video. I did get Rachel's new kits that she has out. How gorgeous. But, of course, I'm not going to have time to do that before I need to go and get ready. So pretty. Look at that. The buttons. Lace. And then this is the last one of these. And then this one right here, I have already cut into it, but this is Vintage People, and that's page 1. Here are a couple of the other ones that I had actually already cut out and distressed a few, but aren't these gorgeous? So, if I'm not mistaken, he has them in this size, but then he also has these in like a full sheet size. So this is a full sheet, full sheet, full sheet. But yeah, absolutely love these. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at the school kids. And these, I believe, are just printed on regular copy paper. So I'm still trying to use all of that up. And when I I'll try to get it done today, and I'll do a video of the mixed media digital that he has. But this one is the green collage backgrounds and the Vintage People one. So that is Steve's. And that's going to do it, I think, on the digitals. Maybe one more, but I have to show you what I did with it. So I told you guys that I actually took my, and I remember the name of it now, it's the switch. The Tim Holtz Sizzix Big Shot switch. And I just had some colored, just regular paper in my stash, so I just embossed some, and I love it because it'll emboss a full sheet. It's the blue one I did, and then another green, because you could just do that, and that could be a page in your journal. But yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that when I get into it better. And you know, if you saw my last video, I have sense enough to put my paper in the embossing folders the right way. Okay, yes, I do. So this is Audubon Vintage Co. And this is Carrie. And this is her shabby chic rose Victorian wallpaper. Now, what I printed it on, guys, was, again, these vintage note cards from Avery. Okay, that end's not wanting to work. And if I'm not mistaken, and these are note cards, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I paid 50 cents for this box, because when I go to estate sales or wherever, I typically go straight to the office supplies. So we have the cards, and you can print on the cards as well. So we have the cards there. And then there was a little template thing. We'll put these back in here because these are not the ones that I printed on. Now, I will say, if you're going to use these as note cards or anything really, when you print the full thing, because this is the layout, so this is perforated here. So you would just tear it in half, and then you score it and fold it there, and then there's your note card. But I thought these would be cute to cut up, and you could have 4 journaling cards. Let me see really quickly what size these are. So if you did it just as a journaling card, that's about 5 1/4 by 4, it looks like. Yeah. So those would be good to put this way into a journal. So there's that, just showing that. Excuse me. So what I did was I took Carrie's shabby chic rose Victorian wallpaper, because I wanted something neutral and not really too directional. And I'll show you these first, and then we will tear one apart. I did not print on the back because I wasn't sure exactly if I was going to use them as note cards or exactly what I was going to do. But these are some absolutely beautiful digitals. Love these. Look how gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I think that goes that way. But then, again, the way that you tear it, you could still use that as a journaling card. You could back it if you don't like the white. You could back it on cardstock, although this is some type of, it's definitely thicker than regular paper. Let me see if it says what, 50 cards, 50 envelopes. It does not say the thickness on here anywhere. It just says Avery. Oh, this is 1996. Well, they're 5.5 by 4 1/4 is what it says. But yeah, I don't see anything where it says this is 95. Where it says what the, yeah, not on there, but that's okay. They're cardstocky, a thinner cardstock. They kind of sort of feel like the 65-pound cardstock that I actually typically use. It's what they feel like. So you could just back it with some, you know, like regular copy paper, and that would be good. I think maybe we will do this one. So those, let me put this back in on here, or I will forget. I actually need to get a folder, and I put some right here beside me so that I would have them. I just wanted to show you the box. That's why I kept them in the box, so that you could see exactly what I printed them on. So, I mean, for like 50 cents, you know, you have, so right here it shows where it's perforated. So that's where you would tear it at. And it does have the fold mark already there. So let's go back this way. Okay, so there we go. And then there's the score line, right? So perhaps we could let's see if we can get it to tear here. Yep. Ta-da, journaling card. And then you could decorate it up or do whatever it is you wanted to. I think it goes this way. So voila, here we go. Just like that, we have 4 journaling cards. Isn't that awesome? So make sure to always look, if you do estate sales or just, you know, thrift stores or what have you, that you go to their office supplies section. And I'll just get whatever. I mean, I get these. I get, do I have it down here? I believe so. I've shown you guys these before. And these are Avery too. But they're just like little labels. And then you could just print on it and pull it off. And then you have a little label there that you could put somewhere. Get that back on there. So yeah, I've torn one off there too. So yeah, pretty sweet. The things that you could do with that. And again, like I said, so here are 4 journaling cards. Let me see if, yep, this one's pretty easy to do. My right hand is getting a little bit stronger. I am a little weary about the fact that I'm supposed to have a 2-week post-op, but they've scheduled it 3 weeks out instead of 2 weeks out. And my discharge papers said that at that appointment is when they'll set up and start physical therapy. And I think I should have already started physical therapy. So, what I actually did, yeah, that looks really cute. I think I got a few minutes. Let's go ahead and see about distressing around it and see what it looks like. Oh, yeah, that looks good. You know, think I should already be doing it. So, from memory, when I had to do the physical therapy before my nano surgery, December of 2023, I'm not going to do that because I'll definitely back that with some coffee dyed paper. I was doing physical therapy before and after, like immediately after. So, the ones I can remember, I've been doing those. And, you know, a few days ago, I couldn't touch this finger at all. So, I still can't touch it where I need to touch it, which is right here. I can't touch it quite there yet, but, yeah, I'm excited to get that going. But, yeah, so there's that. All right, guys, thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm going to go ahead and get the lid back on this one, and then I may just go ahead and see to get these used up if I can find some more digitals, like I said, that are not exactly oriented a certain way, which I guess it doesn't matter if you're going to cut them down like this in the cards. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, thank you all so much for joining me today. I need to get myself ready to go to the doctor. And, yeah, I did a little bit of light housework this morning and plan on doing some more whenever I get back. All right, I love you guys. Thank you all so much for coming over and showing my channel some support. I really do appreciate it. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.